Okay, in this video we're going to review the Taurus GX4. Now bear in mind, whenever I do a review of a new pistol, latest greatest thing, I am doing this on my own. I'm not sponsored by anyone. And I have purchased several different guns over the years from Taurus. PT, 738, the Spectrum. I think I had a G2 pistol, which I liked an awful lot. I've had a 709 Slim, and I did reviews on all these guns, but I no longer own them. I don't keep them, okay? I buy them, test them, carry them for a while, and when I see something new, I wish I had the money to accumulate these guns, but I don't. And generally, I sell or trade off the other pistol to finance the new gun. Okay, so bear that in mind. We will not, when we go to shoot this, I don't have the other weapons to compare it to, neither do I have them to compare you size and shape and all the other features. So let's take a look. Now, what it is the market now, it's ever popular. It used to be pocket .308 caliber handguns for concealed carry, but there's a lot of people that don't. They feel the cartridge is inadequate. So what they're doing is they're downsizing and making smaller and smaller versions of some sort of 9mm caliber pistol. Okay, and that's the new craze on the market. I mean, SIG is the first one that came out with it, with a type of gun which is almost the same size as this. Then, of course, Springfield Armory has the Bobcat or something, Tomcat, or I'm sorry, some sort of pistol, Wildcat maybe. Ruger has the Max 9, which my friend carries, and kind of why I got this too is I want him to look at this gun and see how this matches up to the gun he carries every day, which is the Ruger Max 9. So let's look at what we had in the box. We got, your lifetime registration. Taurus does sell accessories like holsters, laser sights, so if that's something you're interested in, you can get. Join the NRA. Your manual, okay, which gives you instructions in it. Gun lock. And basically what you get is the pistol, a spare mag. There's another back strap. You get two of these come in. This is removable, back strap. And this nifty little keychain that when my wife seen it, immediately wanted it, but there's a little blade on the butt of the pistol there. This is a takedown tool, so I will show you that later in the video. Okay, and there we go. Taurus with its lifetime guarantee. Excellent little gun. We'll clear it. Okay, get this over here, and then we'll start to take a little bit of a look at it. Okay, and another thing, something about this Taurus, you can buy G2s and G3s for just under $300, $290. You can find them out there. It is a larger gun, but they come in a cardboard box. All the Tauruses I ever bought come in a cardboard box. This is the first one that comes with a hard shell case. It may have something to do with the fact that this gun retails for about $340 some is what I paid. With sales tax comes out to about $378 or something like that. So a little bit heavier on the price, but you get some added extras. The hard case is nice, not a cardboard box. Okay, so let's look at this gun. Now, like I said, this is a growing market. Concealed carry has been for the past few years a growing market. Now, the one thing that come out is when Glock made a single stack and Taurus made the 709, you had a single stack, 7-round, 9mm, very thin, easy to slip into a waistband. It was a great gun. But because everybody is so paranoid, and in my opinion it comes to not training and not being able to shoot. 6 rounds, 7 rounds is more than enough, okay, unless you're being attacked by a mob, then a concealed carry gun is not going to help you. But everyone wants more magazine capacity. And all of these little micro 9s have this double stack magazine. This particular one carries 11. You know, these are the flush mount ones. It carries 11 plus 1, so that'd be 12 rounds. Now a lot of people, still stiff, look at this as something important as compared to having 7 rounds. They want more rounds in there, gives them the confidence, you know, when it comes to defending their life. So we look at this gun, and there's several things. If you go to other people, the ones that got this earlier in the summer, they'll explain all that, but the grips and the texture is good. This gun has these little, they call them memory pads or something, but the texture's up here on both sides of the frame, and it's kind of so you know not to handle this gun with your finger on the trigger. It gives you a place where you can go, and also if you're grabbing it in some way, your finger can steady, and it's got an area here, which is a nice added extra. Like I said, this has a changeable, you drive the pin out, you can change the back strap. What I do is I will go and fire 2 magazines with this back strap, change the other back strap out, fire 2 magazines, and whatever one that I shoot the closest I know is the back strap to use. Okay. Serial number on this one is in the back here. Pretty basic gun. We'll remove the tag for now. Get that out of the way. The only controls you have are on this side is mag release and the slide release here. And this has the Glock style trigger, which, you know, you pull the little center thing down and that is what fires it. Okay, so no external safety. I know some of the other models had an external safety. Some people do not like that. Somebody did a video on what guns are returned to the gun shop, and people do not like the idea of this Glock style. That's the only safety you have. Henceforth, that's why a lot of other companies put some other type of manual safety on here. And this is new and quite stiff. Okay. And I gotta take this out, but even now, the slide release, when I try to depress it, I still gotta pull back on this to get it to go. Now, magazines. You got the 11 round magazines. If you go to Taurus's website, okay, what I'm going to do is I went and bought the little pinky base plates for this that'll stick out, because when I grab this with the mag in there, I kind of don't really have nothing, and even that little extra bit, because when I fired that one Glock, somebody went and put them plates on there. It makes a difference in controlling this. Now, if that is an issue, they have a larger magazine. It has a base that comes down, and they have some sort of extended magazine with something. A lot of these pistols will have an extended magazine that adds more length to the grip itself. These are available on the website for Taurus. 3-inch barrel. The sights are metal, okay, and like they said, they're Glock style sights, and also there's a whole bunch of sight options available on the website. This one has just got a white dot in there that lines up with the rear sight, which, you know, for a carry gun, something you're going to use at a very close range, you know, well, I'll take it out and try it before I can tell you it's more than adequate. Okay? People say they like the trigger. To me, until I shoot it, none of that really matters, and I'm not going to measure it. You can go to somebody that measures it and does it. Now, and it's got about, I think, a 3-inch barrel, but with an auto pistol, you take the chamber in, so it's comparable to 38 snub nose, which the old Smiths had a 2-inch barrel, but you're not measuring the chamber of the 38 special, which is much longer. So this gun is comparable to the old 38 snub, and the fact that you have 12 rounds is another factor in there. Now, field stripping this, pretty simple. Some people don't like the idea you need a tool. There's this screw here, okay? And what you have your little Glock gun, or the little Taurus pistol on a keychain, and that base is a screwdriver. So what you would do to get this gun apart, now I've tried this, most people have the gun cocked, you know, you cleared it, checked it, and you would take this little device and it's straight up and down, turn it counterclockwise or to the left until it is straight across, and then they say pull the trigger and off it comes. Okay, pretty simple. To get the gun apart, you would just press this spring in. These little short guns usually use some sort of recoil rod with 2 springs, which is on there. And we have, and the barrel, you just push it forward, slide it out. There's your barrel. There's your slide assembly. And then here's the frame. Okay. One thing to note on the takedown is you want this down in here, this little locking block, to look like that, because then when you just put it back together, you would just rack it back and it snaps itself back into place. Now, the one thing I like about this gun is a lot of guns you would have these partial rails, like you see we're here, and you'd have it here and in 2 places here. This has a full length frame or metal frame or rail to run on, which will make this gun, a lot of people say, a lot more sturdier for what it is. You know, these plastic housings, while they're good, they're pretty thin, okay? And I've already heard weird complaints that these guns malfunction, and there's all kinds of weird problems with them, but I will cover that in another video. And I believe the magazine release, you can swap it over to a left-hand position if you want. I think. Not quite sure. I'm not going to do it. So there you go. Internal mechanism, stainless steel, which a lot of people like this feature in this gun. So we will see. To reassemble the gun, very simple. Put your barrel back. Recoil spring. Like that. And then they say just to line up the slide and give it a yank back. And if you look, doing that snaps that back straight up and down, and your gun is ready to roll. So, my impressions on this. I'm never really a fan of large cartridges being micro-sized, but it's what people want, and henceforth, this is a market, this drives the market. That's why they make these guns, okay? And like I said, I want to show this to my buddy that carries the Ruger Max 9. A lot of people talk about Taurus quality. I've really never had a problem with any Taurus gun, and the fact that it has a lifetime warranty. And if there is a problem, well, I take that back. The PT 738, I had a problem with it. I sent it back to the factory. It was fixed free of charge. Okay? So, that's one good thing about Taurus. That's how it's making itself a name. I mean, in the old days when the stuff come out of Brazil 40 years ago, yeah, quality was iffy, but they're making a name for themselves, and the whole thing is the price, like I said. At $350, compared to the Ruger Max 9 would be $100 more at $450. So my friend said he paid for it. And Ruger's quality is there too, but you know, with any factory, a new product, there's things there. The only issue my friend had with his Ruger is something with the magazine, okay? Not with the actual gun itself. And then we have the SIG, which SIGs are going to be over $500. You can still get a bunch of these different concealed carry guns, okay, like the G2 and G3 are still available from Taurus. They are a larger handgun, but they are under $300. I found them at the gun show all over. You know, they're under $300, okay? And so they're very competitive. They're good guns. The quality's there for what you pay for. Now, if you want, you know, if you believe the quality on these things, I've seen several videos, nobody's had a malfunction, fail to feed or anything, putting a few 100 to 500 rounds through one of these. I believe when I reviewed my other guns, I rarely, if ever, did have any problems with them. So, you know, you get what you pay for. It's not that bad. Some people have issues with this gun. One guy, the thing was the sight would move, the rear sight. When he'd fire it, the rear sight would move and he'd lose his sight picture and be off. There was something about the trigger and the frame, but I'll cover that in another video. My first impressions are, you know, like I said, you've seen my thing on a concealed carry. Compact 9s are going to have a wallop to them, no matter what. But even that Compact 40, it wasn't that terrible, that Glock, when I tested it in that one video. So we're going to see how this matches up. But I believe any Compact 9 is going to be a handful, no matter who makes it. Okay, just the nature of the size of the gun. Alright guys, that's my kind of first impressions and my minimum review on this. I'm going to go out to the range and put some rounds through it. Unfortunately, with the ammo crisis, that may be limited. I won't be able to go out and shoot this as much as I would like to. And I'm hoping I'll have some factory ammo. I may have some reloads. And if I could scrounge up, I still got a box of steel case. I'd like to run it in here. Because I found that the Taurus 9s generally are not sensitive to ammunition whatsoever. Okay, and I mean, I can shoot anything and everything in them and it goes off. Alright, well I hope you like this quick little overview of the gun, and hopefully we'll be able to get out here soon and give it a try.